AI specializes in AI-powered text and documents by using large language models. With Kern AI, engineers can easily automate 60 to 70% of their data work and collaborate on the most complex samples within the platform. It helps insurers to automate non-standardized processes, enabled via its scalable in-house training data engine. Today, they will present a use case relevant for insurers, demonstrating how technologies such as ChatGPT can be deployed in a safe environment, at scale, and for which applications. Next on stage, Kern AI.
Hello everyone, really excited to be here today. My name is Johannes Vetter. I'm one of the co-founders and the CEO of Kern AI. And I'm assisted today by my great colleague Jason Wirth, who is helping me with today's demo. What we do at Kern was always a bit difficult to pitch honestly, and that has changed since the arrival of ChatGPT. In a nutshell, what we're doing is we're helping insurers to scale knowledge-intensive processes using both predictive AI and generative AI in a very data-centric way. And I know what you're thinking, those are tons of buzzwords, but don't worry, we'll dive into it in a second. So let's picture this. We know that support members on a daily basis face challenges when they try to answer complex questions that customers might have. One being, for instance, I advise premium customers as an external consultant with a separate invoice that is not issued to the company. Is this insured? This is a really tricky question, right? And so what will happen is that the first level support will look into long documents, 65 pages, Control F, searching for keywords, not finding the answers in the documents, then reaching out to the second level support, maybe the senior underwriting, and all of this is happening while the customer is waiting in the hotline. So how can we make this better? And conversational AI has reached a level of maturity where we can now generate really accurate and really personalized responses within no time. The obstacle that we need to overcome is that we can connect the word knowledge of the large language models with our own domain knowledge, which is hidden in our enterprise data. And the difficulty, we need to do this in a very data privacy way, and we also need to make sure that our enterprise data is absolutely correct and true. And how this can be done, I will show you in a second. So we at Kern, we really focus on data-centric natural language processing. We've been in this field for many years. We've built developer toolings in that space, and our software is trusted globally by more than 6,500 developers. So what do we do exactly? I will show you one example where we've built for our customer Markel, a special insurer for commercial liability insurance, where we help them with their problem. And I will show you first how the conversational AI looks, and I will then show you how we've built it. The question that I gave at first, the one that I mentioned that the support is facing, is something that Markel also faces on a daily basis. So let's see one example where we can see how the conversational AI looks like for Markel. And you can see we got the question, the conversational AI is thinking, and in no time generating a really personalized answer in the style of ChatGPT. But not only that, we can also see that we get a very personalized answer, and we get references to check. And those references are coming directly from our enterprise documents, for instance, application forms. So this is basically what the support staff can see. But the question is, how can something like this be built? And as promised, I want to show you how we did that. The first step is basically that Markel has tons of application forms that contain data about their products. So the first step we did is we extracted the information from those documents, both automatically or manually, as you can see here, to grab the data from the documents. In the next step, we're then putting all of those documents into our content management system, which is our flagship product. In here, we upload the data, and the data is automatically indexed by several AI models so that we can manage it easily. And the main advantage is, with the AI index, given a user question like the one that I mentioned before, we can directly find out of a big lake of facts the 5 or 3 facts that are most relevant to the question that we have at hand. To expand the knowledge of our AI, we can simply add more and more documents to this content management system. So that's the one step, connecting the data to the large language models. But now where Kern really excels is making sure that we have the highest data quality possible. So one way to do this is that we scan the documents that you upload into our content management system, for instance, for named entities. So you see here, for instance, for Markel in the document that there are board members, addresses, and the name of the company. And for instance, board members could leave, and the document is already outdated. And we want to make sure that we find such things in the data. But not only the content is that we analyze, we also analyze the layout. The layout, one example that I love to give is the two-column layout. Column A, what is insured? Column B, what is not insured? And if you mess up here, what will happen is that you poison your large language model. And as you can see, it's easy to mix and match both columns. And all of a sudden, your large language model will think that you're insuring nothing. That's one of the big challenges in generative AI, is to connect your enterprise data to the large language models, but also making sure that you connect the right data to the large language models. And this is where we truly shine. And with those models, if you build them on reliable data, you can not only use them as standalone applications, but also integrate them into processes. For instance, with our workflow builder. So you not only see the standalone application that the support members can use on a daily basis, but you could also, for instance, directly integrate it into your processes. For instance, your email client or your support ticket system, so that your support members don't have to switch tools. They do what they already do on a daily basis, but they're just assisted using generative AI. And we not only use this for support, we also use this for claims management, for risk underwriting, for input management, for many use cases. At Kern, we have a long catalog of really interesting use cases, both for predictive AI and for generative AI. And we always tackle those problems from a data-centric point of view, to make sure that your AI models learn from the best data that is available. So, with that being said, that's where we at Kern excel. Really excited to be here today. We have our roots coming from the insurance segment. Our very first client that we had was a German insurer working with patient data, so you can imagine that we know what kind of data requirements there are. We offer our services both on premises and in an ISO 27001 certified cloud. The project that I've just shown to you with Markel, from first introduction call to go live, 5 weeks. So, if that sounds interesting to you, I would be really happy to have a chat with you. Come to our booth at the kiosk, and I can show you both our workflow tools, our data quality tools, and of course, the ChatGPT on enterprise data. Thank you so much.